We are going live with the knife round of this match. So guys, Tricked eSports versus ProZac. Here is the knife round of the ESEA Intermediate semifinals. Hopefully someone writes about this on Twitter for me or Facebook. And it seems like ProZac is late to the party here. We do see the players all bunching up here in this Z connector. It's going to be a very tight fight here. But Tricked is the one getting the better side of it. So one last member of ProZac is left alive after he does go down. And that means Tricked will win this knife round. And they'll get to decide which side they want to start on. Usually it's CT, but obviously they know how they feel on this map and play on this map. So the decision ultimately is up to them. And they do decide to start on the CT side. So we are going live here, guys. This is the ESEA Intermediate semifinal between Tricked eSports, Team ProZac. Tell your friends, tell your mother, tell your father, everyone to tune into this stream. Two great teams that I had a chance to cast yesterday. I'm very happy that I have the chance to cast them again today. What do we see here from Team ProZac? They bought a Molotov smoke and 2 decoys, so not much in the when we're talking about utility. However, they opted to go for 3 times armor, and they are heading towards this B bomb site. And Tobacco will be here. Here's a player drop down, and that nade doing work on Exact, bringing him down to 7 HP. So fantastic start for Tricked, especially Tobacco with that nade. And it will slow things down here for Team ProZac. We're just hanging around here in these B halls. The smoke will come in from Tobacco as well, so very good stuff there. However, it seems like Team ProZac has no choice but to push it. Tobacco is not watching it at the moment. So we do see Philip with 2 great frags. However, Flex is coming up here, and Netrick is able to get the last 2 frags. Flex will be able to get this defused, and that means that Flex will be able to get the defused. That means Tricked will take the pistol round to go up 1-0 on D-Train CT sided. When is the final? I don't know what the final is. The 2 teams have to schedule it between themselves once they get there. So, not sure yet. 1-0, and what do they buy here? We do see UMPs, FAMAS's, 2 M4A4, so quite an expensive buy. They will definitely not want to see any players go down here. Meanwhile, we will be seeing a B push, and Tobacco is here alone. He is here alone with that UMP, and he's able to open things up with a frag. 2 frags. 3. 4. My god, fantastic holds from Tobacco. You can see already a great start from him. And a 5th one. Amazing from Tobacco. Those 2 last USP kills just completely connecting with the head. I'm very glad that was... I will definitely highlight that on Twitch, because that was incredible. And that's the 2nd ace of the day. So also good stuff coming. 2 aces today on stream. So great play from Tobacco there overall, as is reflected by the scoreboard, 6-1. And now we see an A execute with the AKs, with everything coming in. ProZac is able to get 2 for 3, however, Teski is the last player here, and Anjay is waiting for him already with that information that he was heading through. So very quick first gun round, very dynamic from Team ProZac. However, Trick knew exactly how to play against that, and we see Team ProZac back on the eco round. And this time around, we see them heading towards Ivy. Not sure that's the best plan as these M4s are very deadly in such a small, you can spray such a small entrance. However, they are boosting JDD, and that flash is going to do work. Insta's able to get 2 frags before he goes down. Sorry about missing that. And tRICKED is able to get another one. Anjay will close things out in the end. So I don't think that went as planned. I was very nervous when I saw that tRICKED was the team tRICKED was deciding to push that because all the players from Team ProZac were gathered there. However, it ended up working out for them quite well. And they are upgrading. We see an auto snipe on tobacco. So interesting because he's playing this B bomb site alone. And is he looking to take this close? Yeah, and you already see someone cross. So he will probably call it in. Meanwhile, tSKI getting taken down to 82 HP. And I would love to see some kind of a spray coming through that wall, but we see here already Insta pushed all the way up through Ivy, so he has all the information regarding that his team could want. Meanwhile, tSKI in this ladder room looking to come out here into the outside area onto A, and that might look like it is possible. And I think Insta starting to think about pushing here, coming in behind Team ProZac. You see tRICKED and Anjay getting flashed out here. However, AllJ does have his work cut out for him. He will have to find a frag. He does find one. tRICKED will find another frag onto tSKI. Meanwhile, Insta comes in from behind and is able to get 2. So JDD is the last player left alive, and they know where he is now, I think. Or did he see him? Ooh, he did not see him, and Anjay's able to get the last frag. So 5-0, going up very quickly here, and we are going to see this money boost come into effect for Team ProZac. So we do see the members of Team ProZac with these Tech 9s and 5 smokes. That's a lot of smokes. So I'm wondering how they execute this B push, because we do see for once 2 players on this B bomb site. Tobacco's already completely pushed up here, and that means they're not going to even get a chance to use these smokes. 4 kills from Tobacco. So he's doing amazing work in the opening moments of this match. Oh, and tRICKED goes down there to JDD. And Tobacco does as well, and so does Flexed. So very expensive around this turning in for them. They lost an auto snipe already, and the bomber is on the B side, so this could turn out very poorly for them if ProZac is able to get the 1v5 ace. JDD, that is, of Team ProZac. However, Insta is able to take him down with that headshot, long range, so 6-0. Going in the way of tRICKED eSport. However, that was a quite expensive round for them, losing that auto snipe, which they weren't able to get back. And now they're sporting that double op setup. So, great start for tRICKED. tSKI finally is able to get that AWP out, and I'm interested where he decides to take that as well. And he does go towards B. So. Tobacco here is playing very close range with this AWP, so he needs to be very careful with how he plays this. As we will see an AWP battle here. Oh, and tSKI takes down Tobacco with a headshot onto B. And I like that Team ProZac is playing it slow, deciding where they want to go, making sure they make a correct informed decision. Meanwhile, tRICKED here is able to get on the blue train, and my question is if he's going to be able to spot out ProZac. Ooh, and I think tRICKED might have seen him there. And I think tRICKED saw him as well, so he will look to... And he does get seen by Philo, as Philo just takes his head off completely, so... NJ will peek through that smoke, however he won't find any frags. Insta, meanwhile, is here waiting, and he will see exact cross, but he will not be able to tag him either. And Insta gets completely shut down as well, so 2 nice frags coming in there. And NJ will be able to get that frag onto tRICKED, and that was the AWP, so... And he is taken down by Bates, who was looking from that ladder room. So the first round of the match does go towards Team ProZac. And they have signaled that they are here to play. So tRICKED will be back on that AWP. Probably dropped to him by Bates. And meanwhile, NJ will be the one looking here mid, and he does see one person get out of there, and that is JDD, so smoke will come in to prevent any other players from going in there. And that actually separates the rest of the team. However, Philo comes in here and is able to get the frag onto Flexed. Meanwhile, mTRICKED is able to take it onto JDD, playing around that smoke, so question here, NJ is able to get the frag here. Meanwhile, on long, and he knows that. Ooh, and just missing that shot, unfortunately, as he was flashed out, so he had no idea what he was shooting at. And Insta goes down to exact, so NJ will have to do work here, and that he does. Ooh, and just missing that shot. That was an interesting shot. tRICKED here is in this ladder room, and they're just barely not able to see him there. Philo goes down to the hands of tRICKED, and that means the last remaining member will be tRICKED. He will be taken down by NJ with that option, so 7-1. And while ProZac did get that round, we quickly got shut down in the round right after that by tRICKED eSports. So tRICKED eSports showing that Train is a very strong map for them so far in this match. And we are going to see a quick B push here, so I'd love to tobacco nade it. He can't since his own teammate is there. And Flex went down there practically for free, so I'm not sure what that was, because he didn't help his team at all. His tobacco couldn't shoot really, he couldn't nade, so it was kind of a liability there. And tobacco, great movement, and able to get that headshot onto Bates. And Philo will be looking for him here. He will be planning this bomb. But tobacco will be able to outplay him. NJ able to get that frag, and tobacco right after him. So they shut down this B bomb site, and we haven't really seen Team ProZac be able to successfully get into this B bomb site. I'd like to see them maybe try and do something with the A bomb site, as we have seen them a few times already get in. We've seen them, plant the bomb there first of all and win the round that they have at the A bomb site, but we haven't. But the other rounds that they have gotten either, they were able to get past the first line of defense. On the B bomb site, that's not really the case. They try and plant that bomb, they immediately all get taken down. So I'd like to see them try A little more actively. Meanwhile, we see a big battle going down here. And in fact, Team ProZac comes out on top of it, it seems like. 2-on-2 situation. However, they do have the guns now. Bates is here, close quarters. And wow, I did not expect actually that to go that quickly after that big fight. So 9-1, and maybe a pause would be well warranted here from Team ProZac. Slow the game down a bit. We're seeing tRICKED eSport really, they're hitting all of their shots. Maybe they need to get distracted by something a little bit. That would be my thinking if I would be on Team ProZac. And already Phil is taken down to 14 HP. However, he will get out onto this A bomb site. So, and he is able to take down NJ. So exactly what I was talking about. I'd like them to try that A push. However, they already have 2 players down, so it's a 4-on-3 situation. Meanwhile, tRICKED is coming in here, seeing if he can trade with ProZac, with JDD. JDD's right below him, and he doesn't even see him, so 2-on-2 situation here. JDD will flash out as he is in trouble. Insta does get flashed. However, JDD does not change his spot, interestingly enough, so... And JDD has to see him now, so... Oh, I was expecting him to take that shot, actually. And good play by JDD, using that Molotov to get Insta out of his position. Meanwhile, Tobacco here will be the last remaining member alive. He knows it's going to be on A, so trying not to giving away his position. There's only 20 seconds left, and he is probably aware of this. The bomb will be planted. And it was a fake plan, actually. JDD was covering his teammate exactly from the correct angle. So, Team ProZac able to get another round on the board. And we see tRICKED finally on the eco with that 1 scout on Tobacco, who will be playing at this B bomb site. Meanwhile, tRICKED, very fast dynamic execute onto the A bomb site. So let's see the defense here coming in. tRICKED able to get 1 with that 5-7, I believe. Meanwhile, Insta seeing what he can find with that deagle. It's not going to be much. Flex at the same time. He's trying to get frags through the smoke with his deagle. However, he will be crept up on from behind, so Tobacco here. And we'll take down 1. And a headshot onto Exact, so helping himself out a great deal. That grenade also actually helping him out a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. 9-3. But some nice play from Tobacco there to get as many kills as possible before he goes down. So another eco from tRICKED. It is a double eco coming in from them. Tobacco will have his work cut out for him, as we do see already. Bates and Co. are coming in through... Well, they were thinking about coming B, but now they might not be. But they are. They do come down the stairs. And Tobacco does hear it now, so... And he's able to take down Teskey, and... In fact, he has 100 HP, however, not anymore. He does get taken down. So it will be up to Flex now to hold this B bomb site. However, the bomb is down all the way, almost at T spawn, really. So laying there nicely on that barrel. We do see 3 players already here at the B bomb site. Flex gets taken down, 13 HP, and that grenade will finish him off. So I'm expecting them to go B now. However, that bomb is in ladder room, and Philo knows that A is open, so they smoke down Z. 2 smokes going in there, so that wasn't the best coordination between those 2 players. However, we see tRICKED and tRICKED. Instead, let's pick up that AK and gets an opening frag in the ladder room, so now tRICKED can come and actually also pick up a gun. Meanwhile, we see JDD and Exact here being the last 2 members left alive. JDD being in great position here to get a frag, especially onto Insta. Oh, unless Insta gets an instant headshot onto him. Fantastic frag from Insta. However, he will be forced to back off here as they're not able to defuse. They're not going to be able to defuse this bomb. JDD has to be careful not to explode, however. And everything ends up turning to be alright as Team ProZac does get their 4th round on the board, so 9-4. And they're slowly clawing their way back into this match. 3 rounds in a row from Team ProZac. So they're definitely looking to make this a close semifinal. Meanwhile, JDD, I thought he was going to be setting up for the smoke, and it looks like he is, or not, on this A-bomb site. Meanwhile, we do see Insta pushing up all the way through this A-bomb site, through this Ivy area, so he does go back. However, as he does not want to lose his op, Metric will be pushing in, however, Anjay with the frag. And the question is if Metric will be able to find JDD here. Anjay does in fact find JDD, and Metric will be pushing behind Exact. And Exact is able to land the headshot right onto him. Anjay not able to get the shot onto Exact, however he will there, and the last player, Base, will be in the ladder room, will be taken down by Tobacco, so 10-4. And yeah, and Team ProZac has done a great job of staying in this match, bringing it back to the scoreline that it is at now. In the final round, we will see Tricked with that double op setup on Insta and Anjay. It's interesting that they switched out. Tobacco was the one that started with the op on Ivy. However, here we're seeing a different story. Tsuski's going to come in here very quickly with that Tech 9. However, he will be taken down by Anjay close range. Meanwhile, Flex will be watching this ladder room quite attentively, as he might be able to see some action, as ProZac knows that there are AWPs at B. And Flex with 2 great frags in the ladder room. Not sure that that was the best decision by Bates to go down there after his teammate, but Flex is not going to be the one complaining. Meanwhile, Tobacco here is pushing up in great position, and already we see that Team ProZac could be in a lot of trouble. Tobacco goes down. Solo Netric, so a little overconfident there from tRICKED eSports. They went up 2 players, and from a 2-on-5 it turns into a 2-on-3. So, not sure that was really necessary from them, as I think 10-5 and 11-4 is quite a big difference actually. Obviously 1 round going either way, but it is quite a difference when you are playing. I mean, if you win the pistol after going up 11-4, you're definitely so much more comfortable than 10-5. Whereas, yeah. And Insta, here's the footsteps on Ivy, so he will fall back here and look if he can get a frag, and that he does. Insta and Flex shut it down on 11-4 in favor of tRICKED eSports on D train on the first half. And we should be going live here in the second half very shortly. In the meantime, guys, if you could please follow my channel, press the follow button under the video player. I'd very much appreciate it. I don't accept any donations, but as I always repeat, for me a donation is you following me. That's more valuable than any donation I could get. So, yeah, follow me, follow my social media. It's very much appreciated. It truly is. Meanwhile, just to remind you guys as well, this is the ESEA Intermediate Semifinal between Team ProZac and tRICKED eSport. So let's see here. Well, we have 11-4 in favor of tRICKED eSport, and they will be playing on the terrorist side now. So already Anjay with 2 flashes and a smoke. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. And we see tRICKED eSport working their way through these big B tunnels, and it seems to always be the strategy to go to for these teams, or going through B. Oh, and Anjay is able to get a frag onto Philo at this A bomb site. So doing great work here and able to get another one. So single-handedly doing work on this A bomb site, which opens up the way for Tricked actually to go A down the ladder room. And they will be planting the bomb here as it is a 3-on-2. tRICKED and Exact getting taken down by Flex and tobacco. So the pistol round goes the way of Tricked eSports, and this is where it gets very difficult for Team ProZac, as if Tricked eSport wins the next 2 rounds as is expected, then it will be very tough. So we do see this full buy coming, well, forced buy coming out of ProZac, and I'm wondering if they'll try and get aggressive here, as they do. They have these dynamic sides, and we do see already JDD pushing aggressively, but they should know it's B now. So tobacco will be fighting. However, he will go down. So in fact, the terrorist will jump up here. Oh, and Flex very close there. However, Insta able to get that frag, and I think he hears connector coming in as well, so he will be able to look there and get that frag as well. So solid play, losing only 1 player on that anti-eco. That's a good result for Trick. They didn't lose too many guns, so good result overall. Meanwhile, that focuses Team ProZac on a full eco now, and that's why I said it's going to be tough, because this makes the scoreline 14-4, and this smoke coming into Z connector, and it's a very quick execute onto the A bomb site. tRICKED is completely leading the charge here. Wow, Insta runs through that smoke. So, tRICKED being the last member left alive here, however, he's in a lot of trouble. tRICKED is taken down, and they're trying to knife him at all costs, and NJ does finally get that knife onto tRICKED. So thanks for the follow, I appreciate it so much. Road to 100, we're so close, guys, so thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And it's 14-4 here, so we will see the first gun round of the half come into effect. The CTs finally have money, and we see, again, only 1 player at this B bomb site, so I'm interested if it's going to be a quick execute here or not. Oh, and the nade is not successful, in fact, so JDD does take down Flex at the A bomb site. Wow, and barely just missing that shot onto JDD. Meanwhile, NJ is able to take down Philo as well, which is also happening at A. Fades here will have his work cut out for him. He's able to get that frag, 2 frags onto the B bomb site. Tobacco here will be fighting against tRICKED, and he's able to get the frag. So Exact should know now exactly where Tobacco is in a 2-on-2 situation with the bomb planted. And nade is going to come in here for JDD, and that. Oh, an instant peek. I would like to see him hide from here on out. Yeah, completely not necessary there. And Tobacco will be in a 1v2 situation. Oh, and he's able to get the frag, so there's no reason to peek there as the Molotov is down, so... so Tobacco gets killed, but it won't matter in the end, as he has given himself enough time for the bomb to explode. And that gives Tricked eSport map point, so 15-4. In favor of Tricked eSport against Team ProZac here, and P90s across the board. 1AK and a Bison, so I think this is going to be a very quick rush here. Can't imagine anything else. Although the bomb is dropped, so... Oh, and they do get taken down with the molly, and ooh, and Philo with a great round. So, last remaining member will be the bomb carrier, NJ. With this Bison, that's not really all that much. Meanwhile, Exact knows exactly where he's coming from and is able to take him down from Blue Train with that AWP. So, I don't think that P90 rush was the correct choice. However, we do see a force buy coming in. I mean, they do have the AWP on the 2 AKs, however, the rest of the 2 members don't have all that much, so let's see if tRICKED are able to close out this match. They are setting up, it seems like, for smokes, I guess, here, or I don't know what's going on. Philo is taken down, actually, by tRICKED. And Exact here is going to be taken down by Insta, meanwhile, so it's looking like this might be the round that tRICKED eSport takes. Meanwhile, we see Flexed here jumping through the smokes, going on the hunt. He gets taken down, punished for being so greedy about those frags. And Tobacco should hear this coming. He's going to flash himself in. And that will allow him to get that headshot, and that gives the map to tRICKED eSport.